to make quiche today. Spinach tomato and fresh goat cheese quiche. And so hope you're excited about that. We're going to start off by talking about the pie dough. Just get your favorite pie dough, and we're going to blind bake it. The purpose of blind baking it is so that the crust gets crispy, or not necessarily crispy, but it firms up and bakes a little bit before it has any liquid put in it, so it's not soggy when the quiche comes out of the oven. In order to do that, we're going to line it with a little bit of aluminum foil, or you could use parchment paper. And we're going to put pie weights, some dry rice if you don't have that, or some dry beans will work as fine to use as a weight to weight down our foil so that it doesn't blow away in the oven. It also keeps the pie crust from puffing up. So that weight will keep the pie crust from puffing up as it pre-bakes. That's what blind baking means, is to bake it ahead of time, covered, and that's the blind part of it. You can't really see it baking. We cover that up, and per your recipe, we preset our oven to 425. So now this acts as a shield and a weight so that we don't take too much color on our pie shell. And then we put that in the oven and we bake it off for the specified amount of time. And what we get is something, and hopefully yours will look something like that. So you can see it's taken on a little bit of color, but not too much color. So now when we put the liquid in there, our quiche will not be soggy when we take it out of the oven. So for this spinach, tomato, and goat cheese quiche today, we have our spinach, we have our onions, our butter, and our oil. So once you saute that with a little salt and pepper, squeeze it out, and then you'll get that. This is your cooked spinach with onions, salt and pepper, and it's been pressed for any residual liquid that would be left in there. We want to get that liquid out because we don't want to sog out our quiche, and we don't want to change the consistency of our custard. So once we have that, we can start to build our custard. Before we do that, I want to show you the rest of the ingredients. We have a little bit of Gruyere cheese, some fresh Chevre, a little bit of cherry tomatoes cut in half, and that's all we'll need other than the custard for assembly. So if we make our custard, we take our 3 whole eggs, our 2 egg yolks, our cream, and our milk, a little bit of salt and pepper, a pinch of nutmeg, and a pinch of cayenne. And we'll whisk that together. Now this is a savory custard, just as if you would make a sweet custard, just no sugar in it. So we whisk that together so it's all incorporated. Not too frothy. And we're ready to assemble our quiche. So we take our pie shell and we take our filling and we start to line it up with our ingredients. Spread it out even all the way to the edges. Put our our cheese in. Our cherry tomatoes. Now, if your goat cheese is a little dry like mine is, it's not a problem. You don't necessarily have to use your teaspoon measure to scoop it out and put little dollops in there. You can do it by hand. Just scatter it across the top. Okay? So we scatter our goat cheese across the top. Spread that out. And now we can ladle our custard in. Just go slow, let it settle in. It'll take a little while to work to the bottom. And if you have a little custard left over, it's a great opportunity, depending on how big your pie shell is, they vary a little bit. What you can do is you can bake little minis. So you can put any other ingredients that we'll discuss with no crust right into a little mini ramekin, maybe a coffee cup that you might have at home. And you'll be able to bake those off and just eat right out of them with a spoon. And that's what you can do with any leftover custard that you have. So that could be a little fun. So there we have our custard, all our ingredients into our pre-baked pie shell. We'll put that in the oven. And we'll bake that off. Everybody's oven is a little bit different, so I would advise checking on it every 10 minutes. In the beginning, it won't be so critical, because until it's in there for about 20 minutes, it won't get close to finishing. But every 10 minutes is safe, depending on hot spots in your oven and what temperature and how your oven really works. So check on it every 10 minutes if you can. And when it's set, you should have something that looks like this. And again, it'll be more or less brown on the top, depending on the characteristics of your oven. A little more browning, a little less browning is it's not important. What's important is that the custard is set, and you can tell the custard is set when it doesn't jiggle anymore in the center. And there you have your quiche. Spinach, fresh Chevre, and tomato quiche. And you know, quiche is really easy to make and it's very versatile. You can serve this with some fresh fruit. You can serve it with a simple salad, with field greens, with a little simple red wine vinaigrette, a nice soup such as like a tomato soup or a bisque would go nice with this. Some crusty bread, some extra bread on the side would be wonderful. You could also use any ingredients that you want, that you can think of, that you can imagine. Your favorite meats, you could put sausage, bacon, chicken, you could even put some smoked salmon in there. And yeah, hopefully everybody has fun making quiche.